Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, and welcome to our latest Death Battle reaction. I'm reacting to this pretty late, but it's Miles Morales, aka the Spider-Man, taking on Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku from My Hero Academia. So, yeah, these two are both returning from previously worse represented episodes. Spider-Man, aka Miles Morales, returning from his match matchup against Static Shock, and Deku returning from his matchup against Asta. And both episodes haven't really aged the best for both of them character-wise, and especially now that they both have way more better material, and the writers of Death Battle now have a better understanding of both characters. I think this is going to be a way better episode than their previous two. So, I already got spoiled for what's next time. I'm not going to say now if you haven't watched the original video. I was at work when this actually came out. But yeah, I am betting on Deku. I kind of figure he's gonna win. He's just way stronger than Marvel Street Tears. But yeah, let's enjoy this. Starting very similarly to Static versus Miles.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was
AKA the best Mets fan ever.
Who knows how long? He's been the one and only Spider-Man.
He's the best Mets fan ever.
In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for.
But yeah, I love Peter Parker. I think he's easily one of my favorite Marvel characters. And the funniest thing is that he's a Mets fan too, but 1610 we got Miles Morales, who replaced Peter, and he's a Yankees fan. So boo! We're booing Miles because he's a Yankees fan. You can actually check it out. He actually is a Yankees fan. Literally in the comics at some point, he was wearing like a hoodie, and you could easily tell it was a Yankees hoodie. Like, had gray and black, and it was like the Yankees logo. He's in the Champions, Ultimates, Avengers. Wait, hold on, back up. I didn't see his likes. He likes Dragon Ball, JoJo, Gwen, and Naruto, so he's a weeb. He dislikes Canada Events, GameSpot, and Paul. I'm guessing the GameSpot one comes from the Spider-Man 2 review. Or the Spider-Man Miles Morales review. Yeah, nobody really likes the Spider-Man 2 look for Miles, like his design. It's got Venom Punch, Venom Shock, Venom Blast, Mega Venom Blast, Venom Saber. It's got, all the spider powers. Wakandan web shooters. No Spider-Man, no more. Hopefully.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls? And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember falling in love with this. I was actually staying over at my aunt's house when we first watched this. We first watched the first Spider-Verse movie. Because my parents went to Russia for some medical purposes, but this is like 2019. We're watching it at my aunt's house for Netflix, or on Netflix rather. I have not watched its sequel, so I already kind of figure what goes on in it. Not really, not 100%. Yeah, it is kind of a weird thing.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this? It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process. I
like how they did like actual research into like more earthly matters, I guess. I'm not sure what's like the Scientology of like researching insects, but yeah, that was actually pretty cool, honestly. Because there are some magnificent spiders. Like some of them could create webbings back like sort of fishing rods in a way, or like a net, like an actual net, rather than like, you know, a net that's like already set up.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem, a blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT. He's getting kudos.
Oh, megatons, yeah.
Heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart. The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium. The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts. It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output. The vibranium is
interesting
to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it. Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it. Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other
damn, what the heck?
But when vibranium and spider powers,
I can't believe Falcon survived that.
push his electrical output into overdrive, giving him huge.
And that was before he took on the Captain America mantle too, from what it seems.
Power up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites. Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his.
I like how we have both Marvel and DC weebs this in the indie Death Battle era. You know, we had Kyle Rayner, who was a big weeb because we saw that he did Gurren Lagann like constructs and whatnot, and he's made his own references.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other
Defeated Prowler, Green Goblin, Venom, Mr. Negative, Selim, and Kingpin.
Robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, the whole lot of
Spiders, spider people. I love spiders, man.
Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes. This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person can wear them.
Also, I guess a fun fact from earlier, it's kind of crazy that Stan Lee's a Yankees fan and he made his greatest creation, Spider-Man, a Mets fan. That's the best Yankees fan you'll ever know. I'm joking, enough sports talk. Spoilers for the ending My Hero, I already kind of figured. I already kind of know as well.
The big numero uno, with a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what. Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured.
I haven't watched My Hero in forever. I think I mentioned this maybe in my... Oh yeah, in Mahito vs. Shigaraki. But yeah, I do know some spoilers that happens. I obviously didn't get to, like, watch to the point where it was, like, Bakugo. And, like, I stopped right before Bakugo and Todoroki did their, like, remake test. And, like, this was, like, right before Miriko was introduced, so... Yeah, that was probably, like, halfway through. Romantic interest. Oh, you know, one of them. It's easily Uraraka. Part-time hero and a teacher.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk.
I do like how the anime actually shows him actually like getting more muscular, like from the beginning, because he was like kind of like, you know, he's a scrawny little kid.
Or football, as they call it. Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks. The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts. One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel.
Like, would that actually like, would your entire body just become black and blue if you, like, destroy your limb like that? Like, it's probably not, like, probably not, but, like, I don't know, there's gotta be something similar.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best. Something that he may have taken too far. When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure,
I remember how painful it was originally watching this. Well, I was also way younger, too. It's not as painful nowadays.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full
Cut down on his hospital bill. I mean, at least I think Japan has free healthcare. I think. I don't know.
inspired by
I mean, it has to. I feel like it's like everybody is always like, America doesn't have home care, well, health care, like free health care, so.
To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched
Nerd Emoji
to pack in more of a punch. Yeah, and that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord. But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master,
and so on and so forth.
Was a power that was built upon for generations. The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One. Black Whip gives him energy tendrils.
There we go. Gear Shift, Fajin, Danger Sense, Float, Smoke Screen, One For All, Air Force Gloves, Mid Gauntlets, and Iron Souls. Gee, I wonder what that sounds like.
No, it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar? Smokescreen lets him, create a smokescreen. But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen. That's small, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed. He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil. He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero-turned-villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love. Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still. And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift. By touching a target, he can control...
Okay, I'm guessing they're probably going to try putting Deku as slightly slower, but way stronger, as we've seen with Shigaraki.
So fast, he can punch multiple times in an instant. Even All For One's own protege, Shigaraki, couldn't track him. And this is a dude who can catch light-speed laser beams. It does have a time limit, though. After 5 minutes...
Deku can forcefully transfer vestiges of One For All and directly attack their soul, but he loses one of the quirks each time he does so. It requires him to ingest one of his DNA. Damn. Saved Eri, Koda, Ioma... Oh wait, Lady Nagant, defeated Shigaraki, One For All, Overhaul, and Gentle? Oh yeah, Gentle... oh my god, what the heck is his name? I forgot his name.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him. So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along. Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all.
Damn.
Blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future. Though he did lose his work and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him. Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
Just so like that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing I didn't know until afterwards.
Everyone can be a hero.
Yep. Aw, what a nice one.
Hello,
Ben, what are you doing with that microphone? Very
Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Tommy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace.
Okay. Well, I've seen enough ads for today. All right, here we go.
All right, the bets are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Ooh, I got random chill. All right, let's see. Again, going with Deku pretty easily. All right. New York City. I like how it starts off very comic-like. Definitely already on a better start than their previous two.
Yo! More man and less spider than usual. Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do? Alright, new guy. First lesson? Go watch the mouth. Watch the hands. Now watch mine! Delaware!
Well, already we got more than one state being used.
Let's try that one more time. Yes.
Oh, we got a callback to Spider-Man versus Batman.
Gotta take this somewhere else. Gross!
Gross.
Feels, man. I like that.
So apparently the voice actors for both of them are different from the previous two as well. Really old York City.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
You can tell there's a lot more 3D being used in Moro for Moro here.
I'm gonna do my best. I gotta do my own thing. Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing. Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Amazing's my buddy. I love that.
Not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
For a second I thought his hand was getting bigger for some reason.
Go beyond!
Oh, the vibranium accidentally killed him, no?
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Yeah, he overloaded the vibranium suit. Yeah.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly,
The Yankees fan lost! The Yankees lose!
have some edges over the other. The spider sense gave Miles more insight.
Well, Miles is a herald of the spider god, and someone which would be a supportive mentor rather than a direct combatant of Miles' behalf. However, Miles' status as his herald could theoretically grant him spiritual protection from being attacked by One for All's vestiges. Okay, makes sense. So he would be somewhat resistant to soul destruction.
Perks granted him advantages of his own. Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fudge gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie. Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best. Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light.
So speed is even, probably.
Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
Oh, I thought they were going to tie it again.
Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly. But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings. Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year. Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything.
Miles has been trained by Captain America, Colleen Wing, Misty Knight, and Black Panther. We haven't heard of Misty Knight in a while, from what I recall.
Skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength. And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about. When Deku defeated All for One, the energy...
Yeah, Spider people should relatively scale with each other. So even like Insomniac Spider-Man should scale to like Miles or Spider Noir, for example.
So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons.
Damn.
But Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit. And Deku
The thing is, that's lowballing my hero, because Shigaraki got higher.
The Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely
Oh,
it could absorb
yeah, it's
a
thinner
similar
too.
blast. It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out. In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero. And the morales of the story is, the winner is Deku. Next time on Death Battle.
Hulk versus Godzilla, my boy. Hulk is coming back. Please win this time. Alright, so yeah. That was a pretty great episode. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, pretty well animated. I think it might, I don't know, between it and Mahito versus Shigaraki, it's about even, but I wouldn't put it above Bowser versus Eggman in terms of all of Moro's work. Yeah, it's about similar to it, but yeah. Nothing too groundbreaking that we haven't seen from Bowser versus Eggman. And Shigaraki, I think I would slightly lean Deku versus Miles in terms of like how spectacular and like the better 3D animation, because like Shigaraki versus Mahito was more hand drawn, but I'd lean Shigaraki versus Mahito with a little bit more funnier of the animation because of like the dialogue. But I think the dialogue between the two was really in character. I think that's probably the best kind of way you could set up an end to fight between two protagonists / good guys. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all for Hulk versus Godzilla. My boy Hulk, hopefully he could win his third time around, because his last two, I can't really go through with it. But yeah, we'll see you guys then. Oh, excuse me. Peace.